Hola, hola, Senorita Christopher here, coming to you with another exciting lesson about cognados. The English translation of cognados is cognates. Well, what is a cognate? Great question. A cognate is a word that is spelled similarly to a word in another language and has the same meaning. Here are some examples. Elephant is a cognado because in Spanish, the translation is elefante. Athlete in Spanish would be atleta. Pharmacy in Spanish would be farmacia. All of these words are cognados because they are spelled similarly in both languages and have the same meaning. Let's look at some more examples. Mesa, which means table, is not a cognado. No es un cognado because they're spelled differently. Televisión, which means television in English, es un cognado because it's spelled similar. Artista means artist. Es un cognado. Why do you think it's a cognado? Right. If you've been following along, it's a cognado because it's spelled similarly. Tiza, which means chalk in English. What do you think? Is that a cognado or not? No, it is not a cognado because it's spelled differently. All right, so let's practice. In this section, identify whether each term es un cognado, sí or no. If it is a cognado, we're sí. If it's not a cognado, it is no. As a reminder, cognados are spelled similarly in two different languages and have the same meaning. Here are our examples. We have garbage, which is translated as basura in Spanish. Purse or bag, which is translated as bolsa, and problem, which is translated as problema. Take a moment to think about or write out your answers. Pause the video as necessary, and then we'll go over the answers. All right, are you ready? Basura no es un cognado because they're spelled differently. Bolsa no es una cognado because it's spelled differently. Problema sí es un cognado because they are spelled similarly and have the same meaning. In this section, we will translate each of these sentences to English. Here are our examples. Carl visita a su mamá. Take a moment to pause the video and write out the translation, or to just think and say the answer out loud. All right, what do you think it means? Carl visits his mom. Good. Next example. El gorila está en el zoológico. Pause the video if you need to think about your answer. The gorilla is in the zoo. All right, here's our last example. La clase es interesante. The class is interesting. All right, so how can cognados be useful? Well, in our first example that we have of translating, Carl visita a su mamá, we didn't probably know what the word su meant, especially if we don't have prior knowledge of Spanish. So, cognados allowed us to figure out what the sentence means because they served as context clues. Cognados were easily recognizable because they're spelled similarly to English words, so we were able to quickly identify their meaning. Once we had most of the words in the sentence figured out, we were able to determine what the unknown word was by using context clues. Cognados sirven como context clues. Well, that's it for our lesson. I hope that you learned something new. Feel free to review this video at any point in given time so that you can brush up on your knowledge of Cognados. And that is all that I have for now. Until next time, thanks. Bye-bye.